30. Am I working? 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. 38 seconds. Boy, am I out of practice. Boy, howdy, am I out of practice. Move that over. Hello, everybody. I am in the process of... I'm streaming again. Yay! That's great. Isn't that awesome? I love how awesome that is. That I'm streaming again. Whoop-de-doo. It's all good. Hang on a sec. Let's get this open. Let's see if that works. It does. All right. Let's see if we can get in here. So here's what happened. I was blocked and banned for the last 10 days. And why? Why was I blocked and banned? Because I was playing an old game, and that game had some questionable dialogue, which started up another questionable dialogue. Hello, Sonic. So here's the thing. I streamed yesterday on TikTok only. And so it was a very good conversation. I'm going to download that. I'm going to pull it out. But what I'm going to do is I made a video short for all platforms, and I left an entire section out. My heart breaks that I spent a good solid hour editing this conversation. And I left a whole section out. It drives me crazy that I put this work into it and then I completely lose. I completely forget one whole section. Okay, so let me see if I can get in here. I think it was called, that's today. DNS, where in the heck are you? Birthday. I saw it. I just saw it. Birthday stuff, right? Okay, so it's missing all those sections. This is all that stuff that's missing. So let's see if I can reconnect it. So why indeed? Why indeed would I just stream on TikTok? I had to because I didn't. So Sonic, the reason I did that is because I didn't want to have to stream on other, like, how do I say this? There could have been an issue with my streaming platforms. It's just for troubleshooting. So say if I use the RMTP key or my streaming key and I send it out to all platforms and then one of them disconnects. Well, that could be for several reasons. Could be because one of the services got interrupted, or that one of them timed out, or that there was a mismatch. But it would be more complex to figure out if I was streaming to 8 platforms than if I'm streaming to 1. So yesterday I wanted to stream to just one platform, which was TikTok. It was just a conversation about why I have not been streaming. You already know that because of the Discord. Hello, Daddy of Dylan. Hello, John. I'm doing so anybody who's watched my posts here on YouTube or TikTok or any of the platforms, I put up a video yesterday about Disney from my past. And for some reason, Disney in the 70s is just the worst. Just a really bad era for Disney. But they had this Daniel Boone / Davy Crockett thing in there. And I'm like, what is that about? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to... I made this video. I thought it was fun, but I missed an entire section of the text. So I'm going to re-edit it here just to show you what goes into these videos and how frustrating it is to to be your own worst enemy. So I'm going to say relink those selected clips. Let's see if I can find this dang thing. It's going to be under videos, Disney birthday, media files. This is exactly what happens. Come on. 3 clips couldn't be found. You're a jerk. Cancel. Conversation. Where in the heck would conversation be? Relink selected clips, media files. Where the heck would you be? Wait a minute. Disney birthday. I usually do a much better job of organizing my stuff. Audio media. What the? Is it versions? There's the conversation. Hang on a sec. Where in the heck is conversation? Oh my god. This video is going to be terrible. I can't find conversation. So let me go back here. Nope, I don't want that one. Nope, I don't want that one either. Conversation. And on a Mac, I don't know if you can do this on a PC. I can click this and I could say kind is a movie, and I can also say last open date was in the last like 3 days. There's nothing for conversation. What the heck is that called? Cancel. Conversation PNG. Oh, I'm a dope. It's a PNG. God dang it. Oh, replay selected clips. Let's go. Videos, Disney birthday. I'm a dope. I am a big old fat dope. There it is. Open. Awesome. Okay, so you can see those pieces in there. What else am I missing? I'm missing messages frame, relink. And this is what happens when you archive before everything's done. Because now I have to reconnect everything. How classic. Messages frame. There it is. What are you doing, you knucklehead? Messages frame. Relink selected clips. I see you right there. Media files. No. Where is it? It says right there. Messages frame. I know this live stream is not the usual, but I can chime in here. Although it's my day off, heading to the appointment at the moment. Just happy to be here. Oh, that's great. Hey, Mac. What's going on? AJ, everybody who's joining over there. See, everybody missed me on TikTok. By the way, TikTok yesterday, on the stream that I had yesterday, had the most viewers and most diamond set of any of my streams in history. So I was missed over there. I had no idea. That's great. Thank you. So now I can't plug in messages for some reason. Messages frame. Find a media pool. Yes, it's right there. It's an image. Messages frame PNG. Relink selected clips. Disney birthday. Give me a second. Hang on a sec. Images. Let me just see if I can. There. Okay, so it forced it in there. Great. And now the Disney MP3. Let's see if that's in here. Hang on. Disney MP3. That would have been desktop. Disney MP3. You jerk. All right. Let's see if I can get Disney birthday in there. Relink selected clips. This is just putting it back together. This is the problem. Like, I haven't done any editing. I'm just trying to put this darn thing back together again. There it is. Okay, open. So I think we've got it back together again. Okay. So you see this whole thing. Look at this. This is a video that I made. It's a bunch of edits down here. I'll tell Sam Newton to keep you company while I'm gone. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Hello, Kaiwei. Sorry about this, everybody. I can probably move you over here. That's what I'll do. I'll move this here so I can see everybody who's chiming in. And I'll do you the same. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to put you up there, Sonic, so everybody can see what I'm working on. Oh, wait. I can't see you. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Sonic. I have to do it this way. I have to do it this way, unfortunately. Give me a second. Time out. Share screen. Oh, that's silly. I have to do it like that. Give me a second. I just want to make sure everybody has a representation. Comments and reactions. That is a big comment and reaction section. Hold on. Boop. I want everybody to be represented here. Boink. Perfect. Great. Okay, so we've got TikTok on one side. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Eddie Mike. Hello, everybody here. Thank you. Oh, thanks for the follow, Eddie. You're the best. Also, my volume level's really low. You know what, Sonic? I'm beginning to think you're gaslighting me. If anybody's on TikTok and watching this, can you tell me if my microphone's low or if I'm just being trolled? Because I'm seeing it right here. Look at this. Look at my levels. Oh, God damn it. Gotta do this too. 1 second. I'm telling you. Here, hang on a sec. Sound levels. Is it sound levels? It's right here. So see, this is me. See how I'm in the yellow already? Like, it's all the way to the top. So my thing is all the way to the top. And if I yell or whatever, it goes up even higher. But I have the dial turned up all the way. So I'm kind of concerned that you can't hear it. It drives me. I don't know what's going on. I need an amplifier. And there's 15 people here. Good Lord. Is Twitter rocking it again? It is. Twitter is crushing it. Twitter is my #1. Why is that? Why is X my lead platform? It's crazy. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Eddie Mike. I appreciate it. You are the best. Eddie, you're my sound check guy. You're hired. Okay, I need you to go on tour with me. It's going to be 6 weeks out of your life, but it's going to be the most wild time. So here we go. I'm going to get that off the screen there. Move that over. All right. So now, here's the deal. I have screwed this up. So you're like, what's wrong with it? It looks awesome. Neil, you're the best. that I don't think there's a person in this business that does a better job than you. And I'm like, slow down for a second. I'm cool. Just be cool. Wait, where did you go? Where did Eddie go? There it is. It is DaVinci Resolve, Eddie. Absolutely. DaVinci Resolve it is. And I use this. So I have all of Adobe, right? Because I have the Creative Cloud license. I never use it anymore. I used to use it for Premiere and After Effects. I mean, I'll use After Effects for a few things, maybe some titling. But this thing has been a godsend. And I wound up buying the, what is it called? What do you call this thing? Hang on a sec. Eddie, this is for you because I have no idea what this thing, what is this called? I wound up getting this from DaVinci that came with the little USB. So now I have the full on. So basically I got an editing station and the USB key. So for $300, I have Resolve everything, right? And so I've never gone back to Premiere, and I have it, but I don't need it anymore. So here, I'm going to do one more thing, Eddie, because I can't do this without you. Hang on. Let's go Boink. Let's go to Google Chrome. Wait, where in the heck are you? Buddy, where are you? This is driving me crazy. Google Chrome. Hold on, everybody. I just got to do this. I want to get Google Chrome. Why is that not doing? There you go. I guess I only have one Google Chrome window. That is the most bizarre thing. I only have one Google Chrome window. It's weird. That shouldn't be. All right. So now I've got everybody up here. I'll crop that and shove that up to the top. Okay. So now I've got all chat represented here. Okay. So here's the problem. Ready? It's perfect, isn't it? No, it is not, because there's an entire section missing from this. So I figured, like, how did I do this, right? How did I make this? I made it. Now, I got to ask you, Eddie, are you on Mac by any chance? Because I'm agnostic. I don't really care. My touring days are over. How dare you? Is it a money issue? Is it? Listen, I can't afford to pay you anything, but it's for the experience alone. You got to do it. Even if you're career. Joe! AI Joe, welcome back. Hey, I got my streaming rights back. I'm able to stream again. I'm feeling good about it. So here's the thing. I made a video about, because I couldn't stream on my birthday, Joe. I missed my birthday stream. You know how many diamonds I left on the table? Crazy. At least 18 diamonds. So here's the thing. I'm going to show you. You use Mac. Okay, so great. Eddie, one of the greatest programs that I've... This is amazing. One of the greatest programs for video editing is Keynote. And it's made in Pittsburgh, if you can believe it. I had no idea the Keynote team was based in Pittsburgh. Okay, so open recent. We're going to say button? No. Where in the heck is it? Oh, this is going to kill me if I can't find it. That's not it. That's my buttons. That's my buttons, dang it. Let's go to Finder. Let's go to Projects. Good Lord. This is going downhill very quickly. Let's open up invoicing. Let's open up videos. There we go. All right, back to Disney Birthday. You guys can all see this. Yes, you can. Disney Birthday. We're going to open up phone conversation. Perfect. This was how that was created. Look at this nightmare. But I created effectively a space that had the phone in it. These are all movable elements. Hang on a second. See, so I set up the framing, and then I broke those frames apart and popped them in as layers on this. So this is the phone layer on the device. So Keynote's awesome because and you know what? If you use a PC, PowerPoint is equally as awesome. I'm not, as I said, I'm console agnostic. I'm platform agnostic. Weird, I believe you. And X, lead now that everyone from TikTok migrated over by now. Yeah, again, Sonic, I have no idea why Twitter is the lead platform. It's killing me. Okay, so I left this whole flipping section right here. I see it right now, and I'm so mad. Because that is part... Okay, hang on. Whoa. I made a big mistake there. So this whole thing... Back. That's crazy. You're 21 years old. For the 33rd time. Yeah, well... I was lying about my age the whole time. I'm not 21. I'm actually 24. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to I've been 24 for, well, let's be really true. My brain has been 24 for the last 25 years. My body is 1,000 years old. My body will not survive any collision whatsoever. Like that bridge in Baltimore, that is my body on a regular. I'm one bump away from just turning into dust. Okay, so here's the deal. This is that whole text conversation. I just move it up. But right here is where I missed the freaking whole section. God dang it. So I got to take this whole section, move it in place. Hold on, everybody. You'll see what I'm doing. Go whoop. Get that in there. Wah. Oh, wow. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I missed this whole area. Simpler times. Okay, now I can't even see this. Give me a second. I'm going to move this down. Don't do that. Hold on, everybody. Just going to make sure that looks right. Yeah, it's a little bit off there. Let's move this down a little bit. Smudge. Okay, and there. Because when the conversations are closer together, I know it's from the same person. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to highlight all of that. Ready? So that's way off the page. That's crazy. Look how tiny that is. It's insane. That's what it looks like normally. But look how far we have to zoom out to get this chat. So then I go, the other powerful program on Mac is Preview. You ready for this? Oh, Joe, thank you for the gummy bears. Hello, Mammy. Hello. Oh, you know what? I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I identify as a teenager. Eddie, Mike, so let me explain. My comedy is that of a 13 to 15-year-old. But yeah, as I said, my brain is like 20-something. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. That's where but yeah, comedically, I am around 15 years old. So I get it. So here's what I'm doing. Just stopping by to say, sending prayers, loves, and hugs always. Mammy, you're the best. Okay, so ready? The next powerful program on Mac is Preview. Because watch this. I just copied that in Keynote. And if I'm in Preview, it shows up here at the top. I know you can't see it, but hang on a sec. Let me see if I can move it. Up here at the top, see how it says Preview in the upper left-hand corner? Watch this. Now that I'm in Preview, if I hit Command N, that's not what I want. Why would you make me a liar? Why would you make me a liar? Preview. Command N. There. It copies that all in as a PNG. So when I save it, I could save this as new text conversation. Save. Now, that's on my desktop. What's crazy about that is desktop. That is now a transparent PNG. And it's saved at the highest resolution, which is crazy. This is saved at hang on a second. Let's open with Preview so you can see what I'm talking about. The heck am I looking at here? Get out of here with that. Open new text conversation. That is Tools. Adjust size. 144. So this is, I made this for web, but it shows at 4,000 pixels high. It's 772 wide. But I have that normally exporting, like when I do these for my live streams. So if I take that, and let's just copy this real quick just so you can see what I'm talking about. If I go copy, go to Preview, go new, that, adjust size. Oh, those are, okay. So I have them saved out as super large at 144 because I set it all for web resolution. Usually web resolution is like 90s. 72 is basic DPI for most stuff for web since the dawn of time, but 96 was the up, and then it was like 120. So I do it at 144 just for standard web resolution. But you can scale these however big you want. Delete. I'm not going to save that. All right, cancel. Close news text conversation. Let's get back to DaVinci. All right. Thank you for liking the live. I'm 21 years old for the 33rd time. Perfect. Just stopping by. Great. I haven't missed anything. Everybody's on the same page. Okay, so now what happens is this. I'm hoping to God I can just do it like this. I'm hoping I can do it, but I know it's not going to work. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say conversation. And I'm going to say God dang it. Replace selected clips. I'm going to blow this whole thing up. Oh, that sucks. I have to do this. Desktop. New text conversation. I'm going to have to re-edit this whole thing. I know I am. This is just a fool's errand at this point. Okay, so that's, yeah, because now it's resized. Hang on. Everything was Wild West with us. Now here's where it changes. Yep. So I have to move that. Yep. Oh my God. It's not as bad as I thought. It's definitely not as bad as I thought. So here, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back here. We're going to zoom this in. Give me a second so I know where we're. Give me a second, everybody. Thank you for loving the live. I have come to loathe PNG files. You don't hear much about TIFF anymore, and WebP is annoying. Yeah, so yeah, that's the other thing. You ready for this? Watch this, Sonic. This is why, and I know you're probably PC because you're Samsung as well, but watch this nonsense. This is why, and again, I'm platform agnostic. I don't care really what platform you use. Give me a freaking normal window, will you? Why am I having trouble finding a normal? Where's my Chrome? You're kidding me. Can I go? I'm on Chrome. New window. New window. There we go. So if I was going to do a search for Mickey Mouse. No, because I'll get copy strike. No, Steamboat Willie. Because that's outside of the copyright. So we go to images. So we've got this. And what happens normally, these are now web. Hang on a sec. Is that true? Yep. This is a WebP file. Okay. So here's the crazy thing. So if this is a WebP file, let's see, save. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Come on, man. Share? Does it show me? God dang it. It doesn't. Okay. So on my, trust me, this is a save image as. Okay, perfect. That's not right either. Save image as. That's, see how it throws that up? It's not supposed to be like that. Give me a second. This image is a WebP file. I can show you. Maybe I can drag this over because this, there it is. See how it says? It's so tiny. You can't even tell. It says WebP. Oh, it is called 00. Save image as. Okay, so this is a WebP file. That's so weird. You can't use it. WebP files are garbage. Oh, and I'm sorry, I just lost my text for everything. So here's what you do. On a Mac, you can do copy image, which I just did. Let's get out of here. Let's close that so I can get my text back. Perfect. So now I have a WebP image, right? But since I copied it, I can paste it. Since I copied it, I can paste it in here. So that's a WebP file that I just pasted in there. And you're like, okay, well that doesn't, you can copy and paste anything. But here's where preview is really cool, right? So I'm in preview, I hit new, there it is, right? And I can just say export as whatever file format that I want. So that's the cool thing about this workflow that I have right now is that when I have something that's WebP or WebP, I'll just copy it straight from the browser, copy it straight out of the browser and dump it into Keynote that I can use it or apply treatments to it like a picture frame. This is my picture frame treatment that I put on everything because it gives a nice little pop shadow on it. Or I can cut it out of here, go right into preview, cancel, new, and see how it has the picture frame on it. Like it's a WebP, but now it's a PNG. So WebP is very annoying, but I've got a workaround for that. Why do you loathe PNG files? Is it just because they won't load on certain devices? I know that that's one of the problems that a lot of people have. Okay, so I'm getting out of here. Get out of here, Disney. I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't. You're gone. And that was the thing I was working on. See, I have a whole Keynote for YouTube assets. So I have an entire folder for when I create new YouTube assets, it's a one in Keynote. Okay. And again, I use Keynote for freaking almost everything nowadays. I use DaVinci Resolve for my editing. I use Keynote for pretty much everything else because it can. It's a very strong image. How do I say this? It's not a strong image editor in the same way that Photoshop is. Photoshop can do image manipulation. It can do content aware fill. It can do a lot of things. But what Keynote can do is it can take that image and turn it into different type of formats. It can be used to lay out different kinds of, like put that image into different types of layouts. It can be scaled, it can be cropped, it can be colored. Heck, I can take this, I can put a video in this thing. This is a video right now. Like, Keynote can do a ton of stuff. And one of the crazy things is I do a lot of my intros not in After Effects. So Eddie, if you're still here, what I used to do is I used to use After Effects for all intro sequences, but I don't need that anymore because Keynote can do 99%. And here's the thing that's even better out of all, like the coolest thing about this is, let's put it this way. I have a default green screen. Actually, here, hang on one more second. Let's go add slide. No, let's go new. I have a bunch of these templates that are like blue screen, green screen, letter size. Like if I wanted to create like, these are my own templates, right? If I wanted to create different size visual graphics, whether they be for printing or whether they be digitally, but most of these are for like, here's an Instagram video if I want to do those. So I can create those templates, but the cool thing is if I was using this for a title and over here on the side, see what it says, can I zoom in on that? No, I can't. Can I zoom in on it here? I should be able to, come on. There it is. On the sidebar, yeah, jerk. See what it says color fill. I can say no fill. And so the background is blank. Now, you're like, oh, that's not anything exciting. And I'm like, just hold on, everybody. So Eddie, dude, it's insane. I've been using Keynote since, God, when did the iPad come out? Because I was using Keynote before the phones, before iPads. I was using the PlayStation Portable. I was dumping images on the PlayStation Portable so people in meetings could go back and forth between screens. So when iPad came out, I'm like, oh, great. I can just use Keynote in iPad. When Keynote came out for iPad, it sucked. It was terrible. You couldn't even link between pages. You couldn't, like, the functionality was so bad. But now it's like, they've managed to expand upon it. And next time I'm in Pittsburgh, I'm going to be like, oh, you guys are the best. I'm going to go by their offices and be like, I love you guys, like a fanboy. All right, so here's the deal. I'm just going to create a text like this. Go, hey, ready? Eddie, Mike, and Real Sonic, and Mammy _796. These are all the people that are in there right now. So let's go text, increase the size of that to whatever. Let's go to 250. That's way too big. 150. That's okay. So we have that in there, right? Well, I'm going to animate that in here, just like a transition. So let's do this. Let's go, what? Let's do sparkle, maybe? Perfect. That's great. So now I've added that effect, that sparkle effect. Boink. I'm looking over my microphone. That's why I have this weird adjustment. All right. So now when I export this, watch this nonsense, right? Export to movie. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, everybody. Moving over. Hold on. You jerk. Come on. Hold on, everybody. It's worth it. I have to do it like this. Okay, so I click on File, Export. You're killing me. It's right where the text is. Let's move you over. Sorry about that for a second. Let's go. All right, File, Export to Movie. Boom. And when I export it to Movie, I'll back this back out, move you back over. We're all good. I will check that in a second, Sonic. Oh, 21 viewers. Unbelievable. Okay, so here's, you can export it to 1080p or some custom, right? If I do custom, I can export it. This is so nuts to me. Okay, I'm just going to export this as a default. It's 1920 by 1484. It's not standard size, but I'm going to export it anyhow. Ready? Because I think it's because of the way the format. Like, the thing that it's exporting is just text. There's no bounding boxes. So here's what I'm going to do. I just went custom. I went Apple ProRes, 30 frames a second. I want frame 2 or 1:1. I only want the text frame. So I hit save, right? And I'm going to call this Eddie Mammy Sonic. Whatever. I can't type. Okay. Export. Boom. I just exported that. Okay, now let's go back to DaVinci. Watch this nonsense, right? So I have a blank level right here. And I just exported that movie. Let's go to Finder. Eddie Name Sonic. There it is. Perfect. Here we go. So now that is exported with a transparent background. Hang on a sec. Let's go zoom. Let's move it over here so you can just see what I'm talking about. Boink. Okay. It's exported with transparent background. And so that's still a little high. But anyways, you get the idea. It's like, holy crap. I just created a title sequence with animation. Oh, I have to zoom out. Sorry. There you go. But yeah, you can create animations that are invisible. So if I'm going to put, let me put something in the background like this. That took, like, again, once you know what you're doing, that took, like, it took longer for me to type than it did for it to render. And it's like freaking crazy. All I use Keynote for, that is that. I'm guessing I wrote a script to turn, I'm going backwards. I never use Keynote much. That is cool. Thank you, Mammy. I wrote a script to turn text from a number spreadsheet into images. That's cool. And dude, that's one of the things I use it for too. Just converting images or changing images or cropping images, because in Keynote, yeah, like if you had something, this is pretty nuts too. Like if you have like all of these, I think this is a perfect example. See this messages? Like I could recreate that, or I could get the 3 dashes and messages, but all I did was take a screenshot. And you can see, like, this is part of a bigger images, like this. Here, hang on a sec. Let's go to... Come on. Be smart about this. Well, anyways, like, so say if I wanted to take a picture of, like, okay, I got this whole picture. Great. It's a whole picture of that screen. Great. What am I going to do with that? But if you had an image of something, I can now crop in on it in this WAP. Hold on. You'll see what I'm doing in a second. Okay. Wow. So now I have this thing that is scalable, movable, whatever. And so I can take screenshots and crop in on them. They're this huge, but now I have like this little piece of that image here that I can just, again, this whole thing at the bottom is made of like multiple screen captures. Like this is, look at that. This is a little crop of that. It's absolutely nuts how computers have like this is stuff that people are like, my computer's slow, or my computer doesn't do what it wants. I'm like, your computer can do so many insane things. Like if you put this many layers in my head, like, oh, you have to pay this bill, and you have to make sure you have to pick up this person, and you have to do, my brain would short circuit after like 3 to 5 instructions. I've got on this page alone at least 800 instructions, from animations like to shapes to things that like on this side you can't even see. Like, what is going on over here? Like, this is insane. And it looks like it is a lot of effort, but what it is a lot of cutting and pasting and figuring out how it works first. And then the ability to do it comes relatively fast. It's just the first part is the hard part. Like, how am I going to do it? And then once you figure out how you're going to do it, the program creates the path. It's amazing. So yeah, there's a lot more you can do with Keynote. Certain apps I use as well as websites on which I upload image files require JPEG or BMP. Fine. In the format wars, I choose your common ground. Imagine if Betamax HD DVD... God, dude, good Lord, dude. Sonic brings up an incredible point. That Betamax, definitely the better format, and the best Cowboy Bebop in my episode is the VHS Betamax episode. HD DVD, I was a huge proponent of. In the wars of Blu-ray HD DVD, I got some back here. They're still in my office in the thing behind me. HD DVD, I saw Casablanca on it and nearly like Casablanca on HD DVD. It could have been made in 2012. Like that movie looked so good because it was ripped straight from the 35 millimeter print. It was, I watched it and said, the clarity, the sound quality, like everything. I'm like, holy cow. Every movie that was ever made could be remastered in this way. You couldn't tell. And DivX, I had a hate relationship with DivX for a while. Look, I'm just evil. I'll steal whatever I need on the web. If a website doesn't allow me to download an image, no problems. I can get the image in the file format I need, 100%. And that's what I'm doing right now. As I said, if somebody won't let me pull an image, I'll find a way to do it, especially on web pages. Like when you're like, how do I get this? And this is why I think, hey, Ben, welcome. This is why I'm so anti Squarespace and Wix, because they're making it harder to do some of the, like everything that Wix and Squarespace does is awful. But let's go see if I can do a new tab here. 1 second, new window. I'm sorry that you disappeared there for a second, but watch. This is pretty neat. Google Chrome, Live Center. Great. All right. So any website, let's go cruise line. Let's see if we can get a cruise line. Royal Caribbean, Royal Cruises. This is not sponsored. So I right click on this and open image in new tab. There you go. Okay, so I can pull that image out by just clicking on right click and open image in new tab. Well, this is probably a bad, get out of here. Maybe this image. Okay, now you can save images. They don't have their images blocked, but a lot of sites do block their images. And so what I do, if I can't get access to the images, I click on, I right click, and this is inspect. So I can see the code for this. This looks terrible. But you can see the code for this. Get out of here, please, will you? So I can see that. There we go. So this shows me the code for the page. All I did was click on, will you stop it? Royal Caribbean. I right click and say inspect. Let's get up at the top. Inspect. Boink. So it shows me this. And on this side of the page, you can see the image over there. And on this side of the page, this is the more important side. This shows you like how the CSS and how it works. But at the very top, you can see sources. And sources is how you get access to everything on these sites. So if you wanted to get the images for this, let's see, content, resources and icons. Here's the logos. There you go. There's all the you can get. Oh, wait, it's blocked by Sonic. Hang on a sec, Sonic. I'm going to move you down for a second. There you go. So if we wanted to get any of this content that's on the site, images or whatever, here's the Celebrity Cruise logo. They're all there. And they're all SVG, which, again, is another format that I have problems with. It's vector, but it's problematic. So let's see. If I wanted to get an image from there, let's see. That's metrics. You can see every one of these things. Gstatic. Where are your assets? Show them to me, please. Flags. That's the USA flag. That's the little awards. I just want to see where the rest of the stuff is. That's the logos. Where are you? Where are you? Client libraries. That's CSS. Hold on. I'm just trying to get an image to show you. Because what's really cool about this is, let's just do it from here. Let's just pull this SVG. I can say, yeah, come on. Open image in new tab will show me this. Where in the heck is it? I have no idea. I can't even see it because it's white. But I can also just say copy image as data. Let's see if that works. And go into Keynote. That's not what I want either. Let's go into preview. You got to be kidding me. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's find out what I'm doing wrong here. Because normally what I'll do is I'll say open image in new tab and it shows me, but since that's white, it's kind of a difficult one. Let's just do the Royal Caribbean one right here. Copy image URL or open image in new tab, boink. Then you say, oh, that's funny. Okay, that is actually interesting. Okay, so this one won't let me do it. That's so cool. Oh, you think you've outsmarted me. Well, I'll just go back here and then drag that to my desktop. There you go. That's how I do it. I drag it to my desktop, and I think it's an SVG. So it is an SVG file. You can see it's SVG up here. That's funny. It's so funny. It's SVG, but when I open with preview, come on, let's open it with my preview. Can you? Where's preview? Preview. Do it. Make it happen. Preview. I'm gonna jab you, silly. Let's put it in here instead. There it is. Royal Caribbean can open up. Okay, so now I just put it into Keynote. This is a perfect example. I couldn't open that up any other way. I just dragged it out of the website, copy. Now when I open it up in preview, there, I can put it anywhere. So again, I know I'm making a lot of missteps. Like, what is he doing? What is he? But every image is accessible on the internet. If it's displayed on the internet, you can likely pull it down. That's how it is. I just keep screen capture open in OBS and save any images I need. Perfect. That's the smart way to do it. I have a hotkey for that. So my mouse has several hotkeys. That's why I'm like able to swap between screens like this, because it's just a quick key. But yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about. It's a smart way to do it. Anyways, so I just dumped that into DaVinci. All of this, we can get rid of that. Dump. Back to the beginning. So it says, "Happy birthday, old man." Here's the cool thing. Again, DaVinci has been a godsend. So it's super big. So what I need to do is I need to increase this. And I'll show you what I'm doing here. So I'm going to increase that to full size. Let's go back to the beginning, right? It says, "Happy birthday, old man." I'm going to move that down to the bottom. Give me a second. Actually, I don't want rotation angle. I just want to move this down to the bottom. Oh, I can zoom in so you can see what I'm doing here. Zoom in on. So it's "Happy birthday, old man." How big is it? Let's see if that works. No, that did not work at all because it jumped up. That's funny. Let's tab that. Let's find out where you are. Where's the next one? Right there? That should be here. Perfect. Let's see if that works. Sort of. Because I see what it's doing right now. It's trying to resize. Let me get rid of that. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, this is going to be a pain. This is going to be a pain because here's what's happening. That's silly. This is a static image. It's going to be easier for me to do it this way. Blow it up to that size. Put that down at the bottom. This should be much... Hang on a sec. Yeah, there's so many different freaking sizings and I did in here. That's not going to be fun. I have to probably rebuild this, but that's okay. That's quite all right. So here's... When I get something fine, I take this. So this is one... I don't think this moves, does it? Does it? It does. God dang it. Everything moves. Everything moves in this. Get rid of you. Hang on. God dang it. Everything's moving. Get rid of you. Back. Back? Okay, so there's only one. God dang it. This is so terrible. This is like the worst setup. So I've made a huge mistake. So what I need to do is I probably need to rebuild this. But what I was going to try to do is take this. Give me a second. I'm going to get rid of you. Okay, so it's that size. Let's go back to the beginning. There's no marker on this thing. Great. That's blank. Let's zoom in on this. Let's bring this down to the bottom. This should only have one. Why is it doing that? It's so silly. I think it's pulling from another resource. That's not what I want at all. See how it's zooming out? Let's get rid of this. Let's see if it is doing that. You're terrible. You're the worst. Bottom. All right, 1 second. No, that's terrible. We have to do this the other way. Because what I was hoping to do is take this, just resize it, and then say copy, And then go to the next section and say paste attributes. What that should do is paste. That's not going to work. There's just too many markers in it. That stinks. That stinks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the beginning and say bump, bump, bump. Let's do it. Command C, Command C. Perfect. So we're back to the beginning. I'm mad at myself. I can't believe I did this. Hey, John, I have a batch image converter now. I took all my, but my old Android only took photos in PNG. I failed to understand why I couldn't convert them easily. Sometimes I just email them to my notebook and then convert. You should be able to bulk convert all of those. You can bulk convert PNGs. You can do that. You can apply it to, again, I'm on Mac, so that might be different. But we have, hang on a sec, what is it? It's called Automator. So you could run an automation. Really? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you putting it up in that window? You should never do that. Cancel. Where's my Automator? New. There it is. So you can create a new workflow where you can just effectively choose and say convert. So let's go convert. Let's go images. Where's photos? Convert photos. Change types of images. This action would change the type of image passed into it. Yep, I want to add it. So you can take an image, which is, let's say, I don't want to do that, but you can just jump into a folder. Oh my God, it's too zoomed in. You can't see what I'm doing. So in Automator, you can say convert images. So you would select a folder that you would dump all your Android photos in, and you can change it to whatever photo type, and then it would just run it through. You can do it all at once. And that they have that on PC. It's not called Automator. It's called something else. And they have it on Android too. I know that because I've done that for game assets. I've had to run them through a converter. It's just a batch converter. It's batch converter. That's what you're looking for. Yeah, you can do them all at once if you had them in one location. So now what I'm going to do is, since I reverted this back to its original, there are no edits in here, right? I don't think there are any edits in here. There are nothing but edits in there. Okay, back to the beginning. We're going to take this whole thing, and we're going to drag it over here. And then we're going to, I can't believe it. I thought it was going to be so easy. I thought it was going to be, this is new text. Here we go. Oh my God. All right. So it starts with the happy birthday old man. There is that. So now what I got to do is I got to blow this up to match that location. Oof. This is very long. Perfect. Zoom a little bit more. That should be, is that right? Let's see. Hang on. I just want to see, because it does a bounce. That's right. That's close enough. So now for every, God dang it, this is going to be fun on a bun. For every, it's actually going to be easier than I thought because I have every one of these lined up. Whoop, whoop. The problem is there's about a dozen more, or sorry, there's 6 more lines. So this will line up at some point, but just not now. Oh, it's not an issue now with Android 12, but still, on my current device, formats exist in name only and hold no power over my content. Good. That's the way you want it. You have the power. That's true. Let's stretch this all the way out. DaVinci Resolve is freaking awesome in that regard. So we're going to get this down here at the bottom because I know what I'm working on. I'm working on that one line. Perfect. We'll zoom in. It says, happy birthday, old man. Okay, so now at this point, watch this. I go pop, transform it to there, and then right here's where I, right there, boink, I move it up. Oh, come on, don't do it. You son of a gun. I'm on the wrong layer. I'm on the wrong layer. Back and perfect. So now I jump forward to the next. Really? Why are you busting me like this? Why are you doing this to me? Not in front of all my friends. All right, so up. So there's that. And then At the start, right, there we go, boink, and then boink. So you can see at the start of each sound clip at the bottom, I'm making it move. So it looks like you do have the power. I got to get that. Don't Captain Planet me. We called out Captain Planet for being a. Oh, I haven't posted that video yet. Oh my gosh. I have another video to post today. Gosh darn it. And it's about death in the 1600s. And Planet was one of the number one death. Like, what was going on with the planet back then? Hang on a sec. Do I have it here? Yeah, right here. Watch this nonsense. Okay. Anybody who's still here. Look at this. What is this about? What planet is responsible for 13 deaths? Planet is responsible for 13 deaths in 1632. These are crazy. Some of my favorites are Cancer and Wolf. That's a good one. Classic. Like, okay, that's a good way to die. I like this one too. King's Evil. That's a plus. Lunatique. That's good. Made Away Themselves. That's a Made Away Themselves was 15. So that's a different term nowadays. One of my favorites was Murdered. Like, what? That's nuts. But yeah, I have a video for this coming out. And it should have been out today, but I have a lot of work to do today. It's silly. That's why I'm streaming right now. Let's see. One of the other crazy things about this that blew my mind is that chrysomes. You're like, what the heck is chrysomes? You're like, I had to look that up. Chrysomes killed 2,200, almost 2,300 back then. And chrysomes is the name of the garb that you would wear for baptism. So it's chrism or whatever, but it's the garb you would wear when you got baptized. So when someone says chrisms, it's not the garb that killed them, but it's that they were died before they were baptized. So that could be 2268 could be pretty much anything. So again, that's for another video. But it just, that's why I have a problem with Captain Planet. It was killing people all over the place in the 1600s. All right, so now what I have to do is I just have to go through and make sure these are all. See that? Look how nice that is. And now when this pops up, pop. Davy Crockett fans, that's all the same. Hang on. The Exciting Adventures of Davy Crockett. I'm old, but I'm not Davy Crockett old. Disney thought, oh, you know what these kids are into? They love Pioneer stuff. The kids love Pioneer stuff. No, we don't. We never did. I mean, we played the Cowboys, but then we went and we were more Army men because I guess MASH, I have no idea, but we all played Army men and Army Doctor. We weren't playing the Cowboys games. Cowboys and Native Americans, I guess is what you'd say. We didn't play that. Well, we did maybe like when I was 2, but that wasn't any. I never knew, and I'm from the backwoods of Pennsylvania, like that. I was born and raised like on the border of West Virginia. No kid was into Daniel Boone or Davy Crockett. Nobody. But Disney was like, nope, they love it. Kids, what do kids love? They love them coonskin caps. They love them. And they probably actually killed millions of raccoons at the time. Remember when we would pretend to be shot to death and chopped to bits at the Alamo? Simpler times. This is a real conversation, by the way, between me and my friend from on my birthday. This is like my favorite birthday conversation that I had. Okay, so this has to be stretched out. So this is where it ends. This is where this all has to be stretched out. So hold on. Whoop, that goes away. And again, if anybody's here, Effortless, welcome aboard. I have 25 viewers right now. That's absolutely bananas to me. Grabbing our little coonskin cats to stir up a little trouble. Okay, now what? What's the next thing? Oh, Okay, hang on a second. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. That's where it goes. I know that's not an accurate measuring system, but I'm doing it anyhow, for God's sakes. Okay, we start here. Nope. Go here. Get up here, you. Boink. Kids will be kids. Oh, that's me talking, right? So when he talks, it's this. That's perfect. When I talk, it's the other. Okay, good. I got it. I got it down. I extend a welcome to the unknown viewer on YouTube live stream. We are happy that you have found our way to us. Thank you so much. Sonic, I can always count on you to moderate over there. And Mammy has done a great job of moderating on TikTok. Great. And Eddie, thank you so much again for the follow. I appreciate it. This is the kind I do a lot of streams about games, the state of gaming. I was just at the Game Developers Conference. I have a video coming up for that about the state of affairs. But I also do stuff on web tech. I started off as an animator and have worked in through games. I've worked in the games industry for about 30 years, but now I'm doing things like, as I said, I'm kind of expanding horizons for me because I'm spinning out of this mortal coil. I mean, I might look like I'm 24, but I don't want to be like, you know what? I worked in an industry that just turned to crap. I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm done trying to find my way in the games industry. I mean, I'll do stuff for indie game developers, but I'm not going to be. My interest in the modern day game industry is absent because I think I love the game developers. I just don't love the state of the industry. I don't like the people that I used to work with in the industry at the higher levels because they seem bent on upholding the status quo or converting games into entertainment. Like, it's not about games anymore. It's about entertainment. So games are a widget in the same way that music and movies are. That's how they see it. These higher level peoples at DICE and like these big, like E3 was all about that kind of stuff. So insert Neil's GDC humble brag. Hey, it cost me as for how much that cost. Oh my God, I got George R.G. Martin. I think he's the guy. I think George R.G. Martin is the Game of Thrones guy. I think that's the real George Martin. I can only see George G. You can see it. Welcome, George. As much as GDC cost me, I will talk about that until June. So, because I had to fly to San Francisco and get a place. It was a mess. Okay, so that's simpler times. I'm going to copy me. Hold on. Copy. I have to go. I have a meeting here in 10 minutes, but I'm going to do it right up to the meeting. Wait. That's me. Good. Okay. That's perfect. And then, perfect. That's great. I feel good. And then I should talk again, right? Kids will be kids. That's a short copy. Kids will be kids. Hold on. Let's go. Boink. Slap. Man alive. And one more right after. Man alive. This goes out here. Let's do slap, transform. And you're like, oh, these videos are super quick. You just did, copied and pasted or just screen captured your text. No, it takes a lot of freaking work to do this stuff, you nuts. I wonder if those girls are, so I got to pause on that a little bit longer. Because this is the good part of that conversation. This is where we sound like we're complete sociopaths. That's the whole joke, is that we grew up as total sociopaths. Like, that's what I was trying to get across. It's like my favorite conversations. Can you make apps? Oh, you do documentaries, Mike. Really? That's super awesome. I'd love to talk to you. So my meeting at 11 is with a filmmaker who just did Fish and Men, or I think did Fish and Men during the pandemic. Yeah, so I work with people who do documentaries as well. Can I make apps? Yeah, but I'll talk to you about apps It all depends, right? Because here's the, you probably know the landscape. It looks like you've been around for a while. The problem with apps are this. Phones, devices are coming with less and less memory, right? So people are becoming more and more restrictive on the apps that they put on their phone. So apps have to provide a significant amount of value for people in order to keep them on the phones. So when I was working with a couple organizations, the big problem was they were getting people to download the apps while they're at the event, and then they would immediately delete the app, which for those folks, they were like, oh, we want to incentivize them. We want to kind of send them messaging. We want to let them know that they have these offers. They'd lose all that because the apps would be off the phone. They took them off. And then the percentage was significant. Like back in the day, you could forget you had an app on your phone. Now it's like, you're out of memory. So people are like, I got to delete this app. So we can talk about that. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Seriously. I'm here to answer those questions. So if you have questions about apps or whatever, yeah, send me a DM, send me a message. I can talk through that stuff with you. But yeah, the challenge with building an app is stickiness. And there might be better ways to, depending on what you're looking for. You're probably gone through this exercise. I just want to, if there's anybody, I just want to let you know, like I've worked in that field. Yes, I have developed apps. I have got games on iPhone and Android and, well, on consoles too. But it's like I've developed for each of those, and I've realized like a lot of these things, web-based applications are probably, might be a better use. Hang on a sec. This might be my 11 o'clock. If they say they can't make it, that's even better. Let's see. Hold on. Nope. Oh, somebody sent me a TikTok. Hold on. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, perfect. I have 640 gigabytes on my Samsung, so apps be damned. That's good. Yes, I went from the LG V30 that had 2 terabytes of like storage via a card. I think I had so much memory on the LG V30 to an, what is it called? Pixel? And the Pixel's like 64. I'm like, what? It's like 128 megabytes or wait, 128 gigabytes. Like, what? You have a simple game. Hey, later on, I don't know if you're coming in or leaving, but thank you, Joe, for everything. I appreciate it. You have a simple game you want to make into an app. Yeah. Let me know. Like, if it's something for just a handheld device, yeah, absolutely, 100%. That can be done. And again, there's also tools out there now that it's never been it's never been easier to make games. Before it's like, do you know assembly? Do you know C++? You're like, now you can, from like kids in middle school are learning Games Workshop. Like Sony had Dreams on their platform. Like there's so many tools to make games that, yeah, it's a really good time to make games. But it's a bad time to be in the games industry. So if you're making games for yourself, you're making games to be self-published, perfect. Yeah, but that's it. Hang on a sec. I wonder if those girls we tied up are still in there. Simpler times, yeah, because we were murdering people. Okay, so at this point, give me a second. We're going to say slap, slap. Then it goes right into the John Wilkes Booth thing. That's like the killer. This is the big joke right here. This is the win. And as soon as I do this, this is the final edit because I think all of the rest falls into place. Let's see if that's the case. I think this works at this point. Remember when we created that little feeder in John Wilkes Booth? That's so, to me, this is hilarious. And I know some people are like, oh, it's very uncomfortable that you guys talk like this. It's funny. And you know what I also saw? I saw Apple TV now has a new show on the assassination of Lincoln. I'm so sick of TV right now. It's driving me crazy. It's like it has Patton Oswalt in it. It has like a bunch of really good people in it. And I'm like, I just don't even care anymore. Like, I'm not interested at all in these shows. I have a simple game I want to make. Yep, I'm illiterate on that stuff, but you aren't really. It's because if you can figure out Keynote and you can figure out the stuff that we're talking about here, like DaVinci Resolve is as complex as, like, I always tell people, like, even if you know how to open up Photoshop or Illustrator, once you learn the UI for Photoshop, you know, technically Illustrator, InDesign, you know the bones of it. If you know DaVinci Resolve, you know a lot about Premiere. You know a lot about the capabilities because you're steeping yourself in it. With game development, all it takes is like getting that one step to be comfortable, going through a couple of the uh, tutorials of just, as I said, Games Workshop. There's multiple different free applications out there. Uh, but once you get over that tutorial hump, you're like, okay, make a small little game. All right, try the next one. Try this game that does this. Or you can talk to somebody who makes games. Like that's the other way. But you can give them an idea. This the other thing that Keynote's good on is ideating. You can ideate so much on Keynote. It's like you can show how things work. You can show like here's step one, here's step two, because Keynote's freaking phenomenal in that regard because it's easy to use. All right, hang on a sec. We just did sick. Hang on. Perfect. That's a little slow, but we're gonna have to deal with that. Okay, stop. Out of the mouth of babes. And now, from this point on, it should be straightforward. Mom, don't throw those out. We can use President Lincoln's brains. Oh, ho, ho. A little too far. Again, this is supposed to be obscene. Because this is my birthday. This is my birthday. This is my birthday. This is my gift to myself. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted to do in my stream. All right. Oh, how she would laugh. And then he should come in with something, right? I think he did that too. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. I'm not feeling comfortable with this. We're missing one. Hold on. What happened? So we've got 1 and 2. 1 second. Hold on. I think he did that too. Let's pause this. Let's put one there. See where that goes. Then it goes me, him, him. Oh, those two are him. Okay. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. So I think, oh, I feel uncomfortable with this, but I'm going to have to do it. Let's see if that works. Let's go. Fudge. This is a little nerve-wracking. Okay, well, I just did that, so that's fine. Let's take all this, move this back. I didn't mean to do it like that. Hold on. Will you get out of here with that nonsense? There we go. This has to move back slightly. Okay, let's just hold off on that for a second. Video. I'm going to punch this thing. It's not the thing's fault. It's my fault because I'm being a dope. Hang on. 1. Oh, how she would laugh. And then it's this one. Slap. I'm so sorry I'm being so violent on this. I think he did that too. And then one more. Oh, for fudge's sake. You got to be kidding me. There's an extra in there. Get out of there. Oh, how she would laugh. Wait. Slap. Oh, you're killing me. Get out of there. How did I do that wrong? I do wish you a happy belated birthday deal. Yeah, again, I'm to the point where I don't care about birthdays anymore. It allows me to do whatever I want on that day. And what I chose to do is I was going to stream, but I instead hung out with some folks that I appreciate and some game folks. They were awesome. And then they invited me out for trivia, and I didn't do it because I had to go home to my family. There we go. There we go. That's done. And then it should jump into 2 of these. 1 sec. We're almost done. Slap. Slap. You were always the smart one. That is not good. Okay, this is not right. Hang on, everybody. I think this is wrong. Yep. Okay. I'm going to have to fix this later. Anyways, bottom line, thank you all for joining. I'm good with photos, videos, and audio. Again, that's awesome. If you have a website, do you have a like a YouTube channel? Like that's killer. Like that stuff's awesome. That's invaluable. And if you know video editing, if you know photo manipulation, that's asset creation. That's a good 33% of your game development right there. I do. I have a call, but I was waiting for that person to call in, but I might have to call them instead. Let me see if they canceled. Hang on. I'll text and see if they're able. 1 second. Hold on. Adam, are you still available at 11? Hang on. I'm just waiting to hear back. If they come back, I'll do this. But yeah, I've got to make some moves here with this text. I think he did that too. It wasn't commonly reported how John Wilkes Booth would cover himself with yes, so that's pretty gross. You were always the smart one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Copy, paste. And then I'm going to move that because you need more time to read that. You need 10 seconds to read that. 10 fast seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get out of here. Get out of here, you. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. There we go. And now we'll move this back. And I know that's not, I mean, we're doing this for social media, so it's not the best. Who texted me? Give me 15. So I have 15 minutes. I can finish this in 15 minutes. Are you kidding me? I can totally finish this. Okay, so that's there. There we go. Boink. You were always setting up rope traps to catch varmints. That's me. That's him. It's a little slow. It wasn't commonly reported you used to strip down to the waist. Yes, that's good. That might be a little bit faster. You were always the smart one. You were always setting rope traps to catch varmints. So that needs to be in. Top is him. Bottom is me. So I have to put those back in. That's where I made a bit of a mistake. Gosh darn it. That's so silly. Neil, you oaf. I flipped them around. I'm not good, Eddie. I'm not good with video. Because I flipped it around. There's that. Okay, perfect. He's talking. And then Sic Semper Tyrannis, that would be him. Copy. Give me a second. Boink. Uh-huh. Nope. Give it a break. There we go. Davy Crockett. You go there. I know this doesn't make a lot of sense to folks, but trust me, it makes a lot of sense in my brain. So we've got, there's 1. There's 2. It's a little slow, but that's okay. Out of the mouths of babes. And then, yep, we can use those brains. Oh, how she would laugh. And now we're back to him. Hold on. I think he did that too. It wasn't commonly reported on. And then these go over here. Okay. I just inverted them. I don't know why I did that. Just wasn't thinking. All right. Just hold on, everybody. That's fine. You were always the smart one is me, right? You were always the smart one. And then that's him. Okay. So delete. Get this out of here. Get this out of here. This is going to make sense. Trust me. You were always smarter. Now, I think this is me. 1 second. Slap. Slap. It is. Okay, great. We're good. This will go here. Perfect. Let's go. We got one more. Perfect. We are so close to the end of this, it's crazy. Didn't capture that aspect of our childhood. Then I should talk twice, I think. You were always setting up rope traps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. That's 8. It's not perfect timing, but you get the idea what we're doing here. That's a tenner. This is a 10-second one. 10-second gap. We got it. We're doing great. Everybody, we're doing awesome. We're so ahead of the game right now. It's crazy. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. And then we're going to say, slap. Yes?
There's a meeting on the calendar.
I do. He paused at 15 minutes.
Sorry, okay.
You're the best. Thank you so much. This goes here. And then here. Oh, shoot. I lost the entire thing. Oh, my gosh. Hold on, everybody. I got to get the whole... I got to stretch this out. We'll get it all. These are the background bars. Background bars. We're almost there. We're almost... oh, my God. That still goes on. Okay. Let's see. It's not far enough. Let's go. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not good at all. I went all the way back to the beginning. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, and then stretch. This is what I want to do right here. And then forward to here. I was so naive back then. That's going to be these two. That's going to be these right there. So I can just pull these over. I'm almost positive this is the case. Let's see. Let's see how close I am. And then a little bit further up. Because I'm a perfectionist like a dope. I don't know why I have to be. And then boink, slap, up. Okay, then this is a tenor as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goodness gracious. I'm almost positive that's the case. Let's see. I keep saying that. I'm almost positive. I'm almost positive. I'm so positive. Everybody's so positive. Okay. Click. And that's another tenor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that would be slap. We're done. I think this is it. Aw, shucks. I guess we were just different kinds of smart. And that's me. That's not him. That's me doing it. Get out of here. All right. Then we're going to see what this looks like. No, God dang it. I guess we were just different kinds of smart. And then last edit is on this thing, right? Perfect. Okay, we're done. That's the whole thing. We just did it. We just edited the whole document. Here we go. I did have it. Yeah, so here we go. Let's see if we can get that blown up as far as we can go. Let's see. Just stretch this down. Can I not get that any bigger? Here we go. I'm going to probably have to make an edit somewhere along the lines here, but happy birthday, old man. When I look at those old movie trailers, I'm not filled with nostalgia, only with shame. I mean, I knew you were big Davy Crockett heads. Everything was Wild West with us. Remember when we would pretend to be shot to death and chopped to bits at the Alamo? Simpler times. Grabbing our little pea shooters and coon-skinned hats to stir up a little trouble? Kids will be kids. Man alive. I wonder if those girls we tied up are still there. Simpler times indeed. Remember when we created that little theater, the balcony with John Wilkes Booth, Sic Semper Tyrannis? Out of the mouth of babes. Mom, don't throw those leftovers out. Oh, shoot, that's way too fast. Way too fast. Hang on a sec. We're going to move that. I know this is going to be a problem, but what are you going to do? So hang on. Just hold on, everybody. Just keep your pants on. Will you keep your pants on? All right. And then we're going to go back one more and delete it. I think that's right. And what, back one more? Delete it? Hang on. Okay. And then that's the problem. That stops. That should stop at 645.222. And this should be 645.222. 645. Hang on. That comes back a little bit, and then that should be that. Let's see. Oh, how she would laugh. I think he did that too. It wasn't commonly reported how he stripped down to the waist and smeared himself with them. Okay, that's pretty gross, but that's fine. You were always the smart one. You were always setting up rope traps. Uh-huh. How I wish those Disneys captured that aspect of our childhood. I don't remember one Disney movie showing kids how to hammer a crow to a tree stump. Again, gross, but awesome. I was so naive back then. Remember how I would ask you, why don't we just eat this stuff, pointing to the bait? You would laugh and point out how dead skunk found in bushes. We could eat all the stomach. Yep, uh-huh. Oh, shucks, I guess we were just different kinds of smart. Spits into shirt's pocket. Perfect. That's the end. Okay. That is 1 minute and 20 seconds. Longer than it should be. Zoom out. It's definitely longer than it should be, but hold on. I'm going to keep that in there. 4. And happy birthday. We're just going to get the timing on this. Rated G. We're throwing a party. Great. Where's the Disney stuff? There it is. I think I can get rid of this. Hang on a sec. Because, again, I'm a perfectionist nutcase. Let's do. Let's get rid of that. Poink. B. These are all the kids running to the theater. I don't want that. That's how it will end. Okay, it's going to end on Mickey Mouse being covered in cake. A little bit further, because I don't think we need all that stuff in there, do we? That's where it ends. There, it ends on that. Great. Perfect. I think that's it, and we're done at this point. 1 second. And then we set the out point. Hang on. Back one step. Out. Great. I think we've done it. In point, out point. Excellent. We've got it. Okay, I am jumping into my meeting, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this as Disney Disney birthday text redux. I'm going to export that as QuickTime this time. I usually export it as an MP4, but I think I'm going to try to see, because what happens when I have to enter it into YouTube on my phone, I have to convert it through CapCut. It won't let me use an MP4. So let's see if that works. And that's 100%. We're done editing, and boom. We did it. I eliminated 2 birds with 1 stone. Eddie, wonderful talking with you. Feel free. Send me a message. I'd love to hear about not only your game, but heck, you know what? I'm going to be doing some interviews. That's what this month's about. I'm going to be doing my interview sessions. I'll show you how to do that too, where you can come in and we can talk through whatever you want, or you can just talk about what you do. It doesn't make a difference. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Again, like Vince McMahon, I don't want people to mention it. I'm like, I only was trying to use it to get like more attention. because I'm shallow. No, but I was hoping to stream on my birthday because I have a friend who streams, who went to high school with me. He has 500,000 followers, and he was going to help me kind of amplify on my birthday. And of course, I got banned right before it. So that was the only reason I was promoting the birthday thing, is because I had somebody helping me grow my channel. Anyways, end of the day, nice meeting everybody. Eddie, again, feel free to reach out. Sonic, thank you for all you do. And I know Mammy's long gone, but you have a great one. I'll see you later on tonight. Bye.